This is my most popular work, is my bead work. These are called Hishi beads. And if you look at these up close, they're tiny slivers of clay that are then all that I just string together.
Erin Rooney is fairly new to the world of jewelry. Her journey began in one of her favorite places.
Where it always should, Hawaii. Everything should start and end in Hawaii. It's like I want to bring Miami Beach to Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I want to bring Rincon, Puerto Rico to Portsmouth, or the seacoast here. Anywhere tropical. It's hard to get the Hawaiian vibe here because it's very special. And I don't like to tread too much touching upon the Hawaiian culture.
Erin spends a few months every year in her Hawaiian happy place and found her love for jewelry making was quite literally right under her toes.
You just find them when you're walking on the beach. They're called cone shells. So when I got back to New Hampshire, started making jewelry out of cone shells. I just would see the holes at the top? I would just look at them and be like, if I put silver through this and then hang it off of a hook and add a pearl, then I would love to wear that pair of earrings. And I would never, ever make anything that I wouldn't wear. Jewelry should pop, I think. Here's another choker. I love the 70s style of jewelry. Surfer jewelry of the 70s, the chokers. And I love neon colors also. Anything 80s, oh my God. I just want to be one walking Duran Duran video.
Wavebait's tagline, inspired by the Pacific, designed by the Atlantic.
My first kickoff in New Hampshire was Cinnamon Rainbows. They started buying up all my Hishi beadwork, and I couldn't have been happier. I felt like, you know what? If Cinnamon Rainbows, one of my favorite surf shops, is buying my jewelry, then I think I can handle this. I think I can come through with this. I can do it.
As her collections grow, her mission remains the same.
It's unisex. It's for everybody. And I want everyone to feel comfortable and confident in it. You should walk into a room with your head high.
Lori Morse turned to jewelry making as a way to give new life to her collection of vintage finds.
Gosh, I think I've been collecting jewelry and beads and things since I was a kid, like going to yard sales and picking things up at the store. And I think I always wanted to make something with it, but I really didn't know how.
It wasn't until she found a medium that allowed her to make the old new again that she began to create.
And for me, resin has kind of become a game changer because I can still get all that color and texture and add so many of my own elements to it and make it really unique. It's so tactile, and it's so, there's texture and there's sparkle and there's color. You can combine all those things in a way that is unique, to your own perspective. So I think making jewelry is like, I can take anything, and personally I love vintage items and taking things apart and rearranging them into my own pieces. And that's why it's Revival Jewelry Studio also, because I take something older and I revive it into something new.
If Lori were to have a tagline to her business, it would probably be,
I love glitter. There's no such thing as too much glitter. I do earrings, necklaces, bracelets, rings. I do love a big statement like cocktail type ring.
Lori says she gets inspired by the seasons, nature, even food.
I try sometimes to have more of a plan. But generally speaking, I start going and then I go, oh, I want to try putting that in there, and I want this and I want that. So yeah, I do definitely fly by the seat of my pants a little bit with some of this stuff.
The biggest reward when someone takes a piece of Revival Jewelry Studio home with them.
It's always when somebody will tell me how much they love the piece that they purchased, or, oh my gosh, I gave this to my mom and she loves it, and you know, she was so excited to get a pair of your earrings or whatever it is. I love that you don't really know exactly how it's going to turn out until you pull it out of the mold. Like, it's always a surprise. So I find that part really satisfying too.